Hello students, in the last lecture we solved some examples on parametric functions. Today we start new topic in our chapter. It is differentiation of one function with respect to another function. Students, we know if y is equal to f of x is a function, then the derivative of y with respect to x is given by dy by dx. Similarly, if u is some function of x, that is f of x, and v is equal to g of x, these are the two differentiable functions of x, such that du by dx is equal to f dash of x and dv by dx is equal to g dash of x. Then the derivative of q with respect to v is du by dv, and it is given by du by dx divided by dv by dx, that is, it is equal to f dash of x divided by g dash of x. So today, now we solve some examples on this topic from our exercise number 1.4. Example 1. Differentiate x sin x with respect to tan x. Here we have to differentiate the function x sin x with respect to the other function tan x. Let us denote these two functions as u and v. So u is equal to x sin x and v is equal to tan x. Then we have to find du by dv, and it is given by du by dv is equal to du upon dx divided by dv by dx. We call this as relation number 1. Now since u is equal to x sin x, so differentiate this with respect to x, we get du by dx is equal to d by dx of x sin x. To differentiate RHS, we use UV rule. So we get du by dx is equal to x into d by dx of sin x plus sin x into d by dx of x. Now taking the corresponding derivatives, we get du by dx is equal to x cos x plus sin x into 1 means sin x. We call it as relation number 2. Also we have given v is equal to tan x. So again differentiate it with respect to x. We get dv upon dx is equal to d by dx of tan x. Now we know derivative of tan x is sec square x. So dv by dx is equal to sec square x. We call this as relation number 3. Now substitute this relation 3 and relation 2 in equation number 1. So substituting equation 2 and 3 in equation 1, we get du by dv is equal to x cos x plus sin x divided by sec square x. This is our required value for the derivative of x sin x with respect to tan x. Now example 2. Example 2 is differentiate tan inverse of x upon square root 1 minus x square with respect to sec inverse of 1 upon 2x square minus 1. In the solution, let u is equal to tan inverse of x upon square root 1 minus x square and v is equal to sec inverse of 1 upon 2x square minus 1. Now here we observe that it becomes complicated if we directly differentiate this with respect to x. So here we use some substitution. But before that, here what we have to find? Here we have to find du by dv. And it is given by du by dv is equal to du upon dx divided by dv upon dx. We call it as relation number 1. Now put x is equal to sin theta in both u and v. So this x is equal to sine theta gives theta is equal to sine inverse of x for the back substitution. Now since u is equal to tan inverse of x upon square root 1 minus x square, so we get u is equal to tan inverse of sine theta upon square root of 1 minus sine square theta. Now we know 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. So we get u is equal to tan inverse of sine theta upon square root of cos square theta. Now square root cos square theta means cos theta, and therefore u is equal to tan inverse of tan theta, because here sine theta upon cos theta is tan theta. And tan inverse of tan theta is theta. So we get u is equal to theta. Means u is equal to sine inverse x. So differentiate with respect to x, we get du by dx is equal to d by dx of sine inverse x. Now we know derivative of sine inverse x is 1 upon square root 1 minus x, and therefore du by dx is equal to 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. Also we have v is equal to sec inverse of 1 upon 2x square minus 1. Again put here x as sine theta. But before that, we know sec inverse of x is equal to cos inverse of 1 upon x, means its reciprocal is there. So it is equal to cos inverse of 2x square minus 1. Now use the substitution as x is equal to sine theta. We get cos inverse of 2 sine square theta minus 1. Now we know 1 minus 2 sine square theta is cos 2 theta. But here we observe there are opposite signs. So taking here minus 1 as a common factor, we get 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Means value of this bracket is minus cos 2 theta. And so it is equal to cos inverse of minus cos 2 theta. Now we know formula for cos inverse of cos theta as theta. But here is a minus sign. And we know cosine function is negative in second quadrant and third quadrant. Now I write it in second quadrant. So here we can write it as cos of pi minus 2 theta. So here we get cos inverse of cos of pi minus 2 theta. It is equal to pi minus 2 theta, and which is equal to pi minus 2 sine inverse of x. Now differentiate this with respect to x. We get dv by dx is equal to d by dx of pi minus 2 sine inverse x. It is equal to derivative of pi is 0, and so derivative of this minus 2 sine inverse x is minus 2 upon square root 1 minus x square. So it is the value of dv by dx. Now we get both the values du by dx as well as dv by dx. So put these both the values in relation number 1. And so from equation 1, here we get du upon dv is equal to 1 upon square root 1 minus x square divided by minus 2 upon square root 1 minus x square. Now we observe here denominator of both numerator and denominator is same, so it gets cancelled, and hence we get du upon dv is equal to minus 1 upon 2. Now see example number 3. It is differentiate 3 raised to x with respect to log 3 to the base x. Let u is equal to 3 raised to x and v is equal to log 3 to the base x. Then we have to find du upon dv, and it is given by du upon dv is equal to du by dx divided by dv by dx. We call it as relation number 1. Now since u is equal to 3 raised to x, so differentiate with respect to x, we get du upon dx is equal to d by dx of 3 raised to x, and it is equal to 3 raised to x log 3. Also v is equal to log 3 to the base x. Now we can write it in terms of log to the base e as log 3 divided by log x. Now we can easily differentiate this. So differentiate with respect to x, we get dv upon dx is equal to d by dx of log 3 upon log x. Now here log 3 is constant. and we know d by dx of 1 upon x as minus 1 upon x square. But here we observe instead of x, here log x is there. So again derivative of log x is to the multiplication, and so here we get the dv by dx is equal to minus log 3 divided by log x bracket square into d by dx of log x. Now since derivative of log x is 1 upon x, and therefore we get dv by dx is equal to minus log 3 upon x log x bracket square. Now we get here both the values du by dx and dv by dx. So put these values in this relation number 1, and therefore from equation 1 we get du by dv is equal to 3 raised to x log 3 divided by minus of log 3 divided by x log x square. Now this log 3 get cancelled because it is the same term in numerator of both numerator and denominator, so it get cancelled. And this denominator of denominator goes in numerator. So we get hence du upon dv is equal to minus 3 raised to x into x log x bracket square is our required answer for example number 3. Now see the example number 4. Example 4 is differentiate x raised to x with respect to x raised to sin x. Let u is equal to x raised to x and v is equal to x raised to sin x. Then here we have to find du upon dv, and it is given by du by dv is equal to du by dx upon dv by dx. We call it as relation 1 again. Now since u is equal to x raised to x, so taking log of both the sides, so we get log u is equal to log of x raised to x means log u is equal to x log x. Now we can easily differentiate this. So differentiate with respect to x. We get d by dx of log u is equal to d by dx of x log x. Now derivative of log u is with respect to x 1 upon u du by dx is equal to, here use u into v rule, x into d by dx of log x plus log x into d by dx of x. Now taking the derivative, we get du by dx is equal to u multiplied by, this u goes to multiplication, u multiplied by, here x into derivative of log x is x, so x upon x is 1, so we get u into 1 plus log x. This is value for du by dx. Now back substitute here value of u as x raised to x, and therefore we get du by dx is equal to x raised to x into 1 plus log x. Also v is equal to x raised to sin x. Again taking log on both the sides, so we get taking log of both the sides, we get log v is equal to log of x raised to sin x. Therefore log v is equal to sin x into log x. Now differentiate with respect to x, we get d by dx of log v is equal to, using uv rule, sin x into d by dx of log x plus log x into d by dx of sin x. Taking the derivatives, we get 1 upon v dv by dx is equal to sin x into 1 upon x means sin x upon x plus log x into derivative of sin x is cos x. And taking this v in RHS, it goes to multiplication. We get dv by dx is equal to v multiplied by sin x upon x plus log x into cos x. Now back substituting here value of v as x raised to sin x. We get dv by dx is equal to x raised to sin x multiplied by sin x upon x plus log x into cos x. Now we get both the values du by dx as well as dv by dx. Therefore from equation 1, but before that I simplify this term again here, taking here 1 upon x as a common factor, so we get here x raised to sin x divided by x multiplied by, inside the bracket now we remains with sin x plus x log x into cos x. Now this x is in denominator, therefore here we get x raised to sin x minus 1 is there. So dv by dx is equal to x raised to sin x minus 1 into sin x plus x log x into cos x. This is the value of dv by dx. Now substituting both the values in relation number 1. Therefore, from equation 1, we get du upon dv is equal to x raised to x into 1 plus log x divided by x raised to sin x minus 1 into sin x plus x log x into cos x. Now, this x raised to sin x minus 1, if we write this term in numerator, this indices becomes negative. That means this minus 1 becomes positive and sin x becomes negative. Hence we get du by dv is equal to x raised to x plus 1 minus sin x into 1 plus log x divided by sin x plus x log x into cos x. This is the required value for the derivative in this example number 4. So this is about today's lecture. In the next lecture, we start the new topic in this chapter. So see you in next lecture. Thank you.